Well, hello there, all my lovely fluffs and goofballs that are here to hear a funny story. So, this isn't just a funny story, it is also a true story. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully you'll get a laugh. So, back in the old town that I used to live in, pretty big town, um, I used to, whenever I was back in community college, I worked two full-time jobs and full-time college. So I was very exhausted, and one day I was like getting off on a Friday or whatever, and I was like invited to go to dinner at Olive Garden. Well, so I get off work and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Olive Garden and go eat. So I'm due to meet this person, and I was a little bit early, so I was getting there a little bit. So I pull into the parking lot. Lo and behold, it's a busy area, very busy area by a mall and everything. So there's tons of shops. Well, I pull into the parking lot and walk in. I'm looking at my phone. I'm dead exhausted, and I tell the hostess, I'm like, "Hey, uh, table for two, please, booth." And she's like, okay. Well, I didn't even look at her. I didn't look around or anything for the most part. I was just dead exhausted. And, I said thank you and did all the politeness. I just didn't like, I mean, I made direct eye contact. I did do that. But other than that, I was just like spaced out. But, anyway, so I get sat down and, so I'm texting the person, back saying, hey, I got us a booth, and I'll go ahead and get us waters and stuff like that, or whatever you want to drink. Um, so the waitress comes up, and I'm still looking at my phone, and I politely say, "May I have some water, please?" And so I hadn't looked at her at that point. Nope, not yet, not yet. So I'm still like dead exhausted, and then I put my phone down, and I just kind of like stare at the booth in front of me, and I'm like trying not to fall asleep. Well, she comes back with the water, and that's when I look over. I look over, and lo and behold, she she basically had hardly any clothes on, and that's when I made the decision in my head to think about this. I said, "Wait a minute, Slushy, this isn't normal." So I look at her. I look at her dead in the eyes for a minute, and I just process what's going on. And at that point, a feeling of dread and doom went over me, and I was like, and I verbally look at her and I say, "This isn't an Olive Garden, is it?" And she said, "No, honey, it's not." So at that point, I'm like, "Oh my dog, I need to get out of here." So I'm like, I meant to go to Olive Garden, which just so happens to be next door to this place. All right, so this place looks, the parking lots are basically merged together, the signs are basically together. Yep, and the buildings look just alike. And for me, as a tired old doggo, I walk in there, just all spaced out and just trying not to fall asleep. I walk into what is called a Twin Peaks, which is, I'm assuming, is kind of like a Hooters. I've never been to a Hooters. I don't know, never been there, but basically, kind of like that. So, so I end up like literally just walking right next door because these two places are like side by side, literally right next to each other. And I walk in there and I'm like, I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, they're looking for me. They're like, where's the table at? And they're so confused and sending me texts, and they're like, okay, well, I guess you're not here. And then I had to call them. I was like, wait. I accidentally went into the wrong place. And they ended up dying laughing. What gets me is like, I had to process that for a minute with a waitress over there, and I was like, this isn't an Olive Garden, is it? And just the response, no, honey, it's not. Anyways, that's my funny, silly story. I hope that you guys liked it, and hopefully, I can think of funny stories that I've had in my lovely doggo lifetime. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hopefully it made you laugh. Laughter is best medicine, and maybe I extended your life by a few years through a little bit of laughter and chuckles. But it's fun for me to reflect back upon that, and it's just so goofy and silly. Anyways, I love you guys. Mwah.